How's it going, everybody? My name is Chisoku. Welcome to a TEW 2020 video. I'm going to be going over a few tips and tricks that I have for approaching the Road to Glory challenge. This will also kind of work for local to global and can actually work to help just keep a smaller company afloat. So these are just a few things to keep in mind. You might be wondering, who the hell are you to give advice on something like this? I am one of the four people on the TEW forum, or on the Grey Dog Software forum, who was inducted into the TEW 2016 Hall of Fame for completing the Road to Glory challenge. I'm currently doing my own Road to Glory for TEW 2020, which I'm not going to lie, it is very different. So, you know, everything I'm telling you works. It is my experience. I have gotten pretty lucky in my game that I'm talking about. Currently, I'm in my fourth year of booking. I am the head booker for Raw, not WWE Raw. I mean Revolution Australian. I only play Cverse generally, um, which is nothing against Real World. It's just my preference. But yeah, so this is gonna kind of help you out. So starting off really quickly, your character doesn't matter at all, realistically. There are two ways to do your stats. One of them is basically point buy. You get X amount of points. I think it's 750. Um, Let me just really quickly pull this up. Don't mind this. Just having fun checking out different mods. Really enjoying that one though. It's kind of funny. Yeah, so we'll go on the Road to Glory 2020 here. I guess I'll move it over here so you can kind of see it a little bit better. There we go. Okay, so yeah, the goal for the Road to Glory challenge, you need to have your character, you as the booker, and it is important that you play as the booker, rise through the ranks of the wrestling business and star in a big, large, or Titanic Promotions pay-per-view main event with a 100 rating. You begin as an 18-year-old custom-made wrestler as the head booker of a local created 100 backyard fed. Zero popularity, zero prestige. Uh, Popularity, prestige. I think the other one is momentum. And 1000 backyard fed. I always forget about the momentum, by the way, so make sure you set your momentum to 0 and not random. Throughout the challenge, you must always be the booker, not the owner, as owner goals is a key part of this challenge. I forgot to write one important tip, and I have a couple, so we'll get into them. So yeah, there are two ways to do your stats. You can either allocate 750 skill points, and if that's what you're doing, I actually have a few tips for that as well. But that's not what I do. I actually like doing the quick skill creation tool. It's a little bit more fun. And we'll go into it and I can kind of show you what they're talking about here. I've already done this for this character. This can all be set to excellent. No reason not to. So essentially, you're going to go into the quick skill creation at the bottom here. I want to create a trainee. This has to be a trainee. You pick one of these between brawler, technician, high flyer, spot monkey, and hardcore brawler, I believe. Yep, hardcore brawler. My character is a brawler, as you can see, whose skills are average, of average athleticism, who is somewhat entertaining, and who looks like a star. Shuffle it out, and you'll end up with a spread of stats similar to this, depending on what you pick. Anything that's over 75, drop it to 75. You're allowed to trade points between sex appeal and menace. You need to set your experience to 0, your respect to 0, your reputation to 50, and your resilience to 100. And that is that. If you're doing the point buy, the way that I would suggest doing it, figure out what you want to be good at. So like if you're playing in Japan in a Puro company, great. You'd put... You can do max 75 in anything. So the most important skills are these 4 here, the fundamentals: psychology, charisma, star quality, stamina. One of these, I'm pretty sure I already said psychology, and then you kind of pick. And so like if you're really optimizing it, you just do 10 at 75. But like, yeah, I always do stamina a little bit lower if I'm doing point buy, because stamina grows really fast. All you have to do is put yourself in long matches that your stamina isn't good enough for, and it will go up very fast. Basics also goes up super fast. So another way to do it is you can cap them at like 60 and put more points elsewhere if you want to. But that is perfectly fine for that. So that's your character. As you can see, I'm Chusoku. I wrote this up. I didn't have to. You get to start with the language of your country, or whatever region you're playing in. We're going to play in Canada, because you may as well. Oh, come on. We're going to play in Ontario. So we've got that. Okay. Let's take a look at the company. So we're using Pro Wrestling Eternal. I've already set this company up. Ooh, Eternal. All capitals. So it's literally the same product, and this is just my preference. Because it works, but you want to go for you want a performance over popularity, because you don't have any popularity starting out. And so Fast and Furious, this works great, incorporating high-flying technical wrestling and hard strikes. Hard strikes are awesome. For me, I'm a brawler. But yeah, this is kind of what I'm going for. I believe this is the ACPW product exactly, or it's CZCW, one of the two. This is the one I started with in my other game. It works fantastically well. And I'll explain why when I get into it. But something else that's very important to do that I didn't know you could do until recently, you can pick your owner. I always thought you had to randomly get it. So once you start your road to glory, if you don't have an owner, in about a week, you'll get one. Then he'll give you your owner roles and whatever. So that's always nice. But yeah, you can pick your owner. Oh no. Stop that. So there's kind of 2 schools of thought on this one. Some people like to get like a referee or a wrestler, which isn't a bad idea, who's going to be fairly cheap. Fairly cheap is fine. It doesn't really matter, though, because when you're not making any money at the beginning, your owner's going to work for free. Until you hit $10,000, your owner will always be working for free. So I personally like to go with Honest Frank. And let's take a quick peek here. Not product. Yeah, you can see my power structure. We've got Honest Frank as our owner. We have a contract with him. It's not gonna... It won't take me to his actual profile. I can get there pretty easily, though. He's easy. Well, I know his name. Sorry. So let's find Honest Frank. Yeah, so as you can see, Honest Frank can do a lot. So you can be a manager, an on-screen personality, a color commentator, and a road agent. We only need him for these two things. If you decide that you're going to run, for some reason, popularity over performance, you'll also probably want him as a manager. You can pair him up with your guy or anybody who's under, I generally say 50 in the in entertainment stats, so that they can help them out. But yeah, Honest Frank is actually a pretty decent road agent. Like, 100 experience is exactly what you want. 80 reputation or respect is perfectly fine. 71 psychology is that's plenty. For road agent, he is very, very good. He's also a pretty good color commentator. Phenomenal microphone skills, acting, and charisma. And he ends up running you like $230 a show when you start making money, which ultimately isn't terrible. So I recommend generally picking up Honest Frank as your owner, or somebody in your area who's similar to him. Somebody who can do a couple jobs, ideally one of them being a road agent. Because a road agent's going to make a huge difference. I already have this set up. That was a mistake. I don't need that. Load. I called this ACPW show off. Oh, no, you know what? I do need it. That's right. Pooh. Okay, we will start a new one. Alright, so now I'll get into another kind of starting off your game. So I'll call this Chisoku. Oh, I didn't whatever. Forgot to turn India on. But it doesn't matter. There's totally a chance that I'm going to have a couple of companies in here who are also, they don't have anybody. Okay, so the game is officially started. This is actually my avatar for the Road to Glory that I'm currently doing, Calvin Murdoch, and yeah, as you can see, like, stats aren't phenomenal, so it doesn't really matter. So we have Chisoku here. He's 18 years old. He can work everywhere. He's considered a striker. He's a lightweight. He is average body. That's another thing to keep in mind. You can't start with your star quality over 75, but every 2 years you can get in better shape. So as soon as you start your game, start getting toned, because within 1 to 3 months you will become toned and your star quality will go up. You can also increase your size. So I like to start as a lightweight and work myself up to a middleweight. That also increases your star quality. Just good things to keep in mind. When you're doing your user talents, the big things you're going to want early on, especially leadership and negotiating. And I believe Silver Tongue. Silver Tongue is a new one. I think it does the thing that you want it to do. So, like, if you really want to, I wouldn't. Yeah, maybe that one. No. Like, diplomacy's good too, I guess. Alternately, you can do a lucky dip. This is always interesting. But I'll give you another quick tip on that. So let's do a lucky dip, right? It gives you whatever the heck it wants. We got 10 negotiating, which is good. We only got 6 diplomacy. We got 0 leadership. That's bad. So something you can do is you can load back to here. And this isn't done yet. So you can keep trying to do that. Oh, I actually, I didn't even check to see what I got. I probably had a perfect lucky dip there. Yeah, so see, that's a pretty good one. Horrible diplomacy, but pretty good everything else. And here's the best thing with the lucky dip. You normally get 30 skill points. This one is clearly more. So 7 is 14, 22. So that'd be 31 right there. 32. This is 37 skill points off the hop. So we're going to use that. That's actually pretty good. And yeah, just a useful thing to check out. We need to make sure that standard, no, default. You need left on show complaints, repetitive booking. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So here we go. Let's get this started. We're gonna play as Chisoku. Everything's done. Get rid of those guys. We don't need them anymore. And we are going to play as Pro Wrestling Eternal. As the booker, you have to be the booker. That's just how it goes. Yes, I'd like to start with PWE. Perfect. Okay. Oh yeah, here we go. Neo Tokyo. So I have a couple mods running in this as well, and honestly, they're worth picking up. Tons of mods are worth picking up, but I'm just gonna really quickly shout out the Women's Revolution mod by Will Rock. I don't remember who did it, but there's a Future Workers mod as well. They're both just phenomenal. But the Women's Revolution mod, especially if you're doing a Road to Glory in 2020, is just so good. You get so many great workers. I'll show you right off the bat what I mean. So, we have our company, Pro Wrestling Eternal. We've got nothing going for us. We have $1,000. I'm actually going to sim ahead one day just to get my owner goals. Because, of course, it's very important. You need to know what your owner wants you to do. So let's see. New goals. Okay, this is an easy one. This is like the best primary goal you can get. It's super easy. It's impossible not to gain popularity. And honestly, if you get someone who has less than 45 in selling or psychology, you probably shouldn't hire them anyway. So 45 selling, 45 psychology. So we're going to pick up some good workers. I'm going to do this because I realized that I'm scrolling down. So now we're going to go sign some people. And the first thing we need to do is get 5 more workers, or 5 more wrestlers. Very important. I always go for the unemployed. It doesn't matter where they can work either. But we just want good wrestlers. We need to have at least that. And at least that. I'm going to hire 4 unemployed people who are fairly young. I should actually specify I don't want anybody with more than like 10 popularity in Canada. There we go. And I know exactly who I want. Actually, to be perfectly fair, I don't. This is kind of it's kind of up to you what you want to do here. One thing to keep in mind, though, is if you're going to sign a Japanese worker, you want to sign 2, because there's the language barrier. So you want at least 2 people on your roster who speak Japanese, that they feel better about being there. And I do, if you're running this mod, recommend at least 1, and would recommend 2 Japanese people to sign. Oh, we are a little bit more limited. Okay, so Remy Sky is always a good pickup. we're going to try and give them... Yeah. My negotiating's not that good. Okay, so we're going to grab Remy Sky. We're going to grab A Takami. She is one of the workers from the mod I was talking about, from the Women's Revolution mod. She is not currently available to work in Canada, but the nice thing about going for anybody who's unemployed is unless they have something that says otherwise, they're generally easy to get. Yeah, you have 3 popularity. Of course. It's fine. Okay, A Takami. I've never seen this guy. Cool. Ashley Keith is great. I'm not going to grab her, though. Actually, the person I'm going to grab is a little bit more... she's kind of... she's not the best personality, but she's always going to put on a good match. But I'm looking for one more as well. Okay. Fujiko Mushishibo. She's insanely good. Also really good for our product. Unfortunately, she's gloomy. But she's 100% worth picking up. We also now have 2 Japanese women on our roster, so that's good. Felipe Calabrero. How many people have I sent out to? 1, 2, 3, yep. Okay, so Felipe is another guy who's just fantastic. He's insecure, though. I'd rather have somebody with a positive backstage. We're going to go somebody up to 5 years experience. Dizzy G. Am I really going to just keep going to the... Oh, yeah, James Diaz is good. Yeah, we'll go James Diaz. I could have... Yeah, we'll go James Diaz. I feel bad doing that, but we're going to go Harkoiso instead. I am strategically hiring people who I know are good. I think she also has a tag team with, Kawashima, that's right. Darn it. That's fine, though. And then we're going to get no more than 6 total wrestlers, which that includes yourself, which is why I kept checking. So now we do have 5 wrestlers that we're signing as well as ourselves. And we're also going to hire a referee. One who is unemployed. Age doesn't matter. Popularity. I ideally don't want any popularity. Then they ask for more money. And we want someone who's not very good and who's very young. Now, conveniently, we have a couple. Oh. What did I just do? Oh, I see. I was like, Jez MacArthur's like 49. Yeah. I've created a referee for this. As you can see, 0 popularity. But also, he is 45 refereeing. He's not good. He still wants $50 per show. Of course you do, you dick. Whatever. $50 is pretty cheap for a referee, to be perfectly fair. But yeah, he's not very good, but he's very young. Which means that Pardon me. He hasn't hit his peak yet. So every show he does, he's going to grow. And now that we have that done, let's, we're just going to sign some people. Or sign some people. Sorry, we're going to move ahead to Friday. My water is empty. That makes me very sad. At the most, Sunday. We're going to sign our people, and then we are going to start booking start our event. Start our events. One of the big things to keep in mind in your first year, well, the goal ultimately, off the hop, is you're just trying to make money. You're trying to become profitable. You know, almost everybody. Do I not have enough wrestlers? Did I screw that up somehow? 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yes. Right. I remember. The other wrestler we want to pick up, if you're in Canada or the United States, is Ernest Youngman. He works for PSW, which means that, he doesn't have a written contract or an exclusive contract. He's only $50 per show. We're going to see if we can sign him for 40. Nope. Okay, we'll sign him for 50. His stats are phenomenal. Like, just insanely good. We always want to hire Ernest Youngman or someone like Ernest Youngman. He's also a positive backstage influence. He has that going for him. Is my referee going to be a negative backstage influence? I took him from Ozlord, and I don't think he is. Oh, he's relaxed. Okay, good. Yeah, so I have it written down here. Sign 1 or 2 stud workers like Fuyuko Higa, Ernest Youngman, etc. It's very worth taking integrated rosters off the hop. For that reason, you can get some really good workers who are female, like especially in Japan. Oh my god, Fuyuko Higa is so good. But obviously she signed a 5-star, so I can't get her to come to Canada because I'm too small. Hopefully I can get Youngman before Saturday or Sunday. Should be able to get him by Sunday. Yeah, at this point, having this open up is totally fine. Okay, got him. Rock God Alvarez. I love this render. It's so good. Oh, Neo Tokyo has an owner now. Who took it over? Yeah, it's usually her. It's usually Nagatsuka. She will not hire, probably will not hire any of the girls working for me, and I don't know why. It doesn't make sense. She should. They're fantastic. So yeah, we're gonna do, come on, Ernest, I need you, buddy. Today would be a great day. You can do it. Yeah, there we go. I don't know who either of those guys are. Interesting. Alright, we got Ernest Youngman. So now we have a good starting roster. 6 wrestlers, including me, and I suck. I have an anime portrait. Our road agent / color commentator, and our referee. Quick things to go over. Obviously, you want to set Honest Frank as an announcer. You can also set yourself as an announcer. Or you can just throw yourself in any match that you're not in as an announcer. That's a good way to do it. It just gets you more experience. I personally, in this company, would go through and remove all gimmicks because we don't need them. We also don't really need to worry about title belts yet. Title belts are great for if people have bad morale. But what we're going to do... Oh, boy. Good. Natural growth. Okay. We're going to set up our schedule. Redo schedule. Clear current schedule. Yes. We're going to do an almost weekly. Oh, why is it Fridays? I really want it to be Sundays. I'm going to keep going through it. I'm going to get it. There we go. Okay, Sundays. Okay. Wow, every week in February. Really. And now we're going to go through and just make sure that we have 2 per month. And that's it. It doesn't really matter when they are. As far as I know, there used to be... I remember people used to say that it did matter because of your sponsorship. And you wanted to hold your events earlier in the month because of it. I don't know if that's still true. I haven't really noticed, honestly. And again, I got pretty lucky last time. In or out. But I'm going to do weeks 1 and 2 of every month. Because it's just really easy to remember. Seriously gonna have to make a new one? Lame. Phoenix Rising. Sure, why not? Standardized lengths to 1 hour. Make sure you do that. You've only got 6 people. Okay. So here we go. We have $970 available, and I tell you right now, we're probably going to end up pretty close to being broke by the end of this show. But it's okay. It doesn't matter. You don't have to worry about your finances for a long, long time. And you will never, ever actually have to worry about your finances doing this style. So a very important thing to remember is this game hard caps your popularity gain. For sure, as an insignificant company and as a tiny company, you cannot gain more than 3 popularity in a 2-month period, which is why we're doing 2 events per month. You always want to pick one of these generic London, Hamilton, with higher importance ideally, so probably Toronto. No? Really? Windsor. Alright, I guess we'll go to 0% importance. Brampton, 10%. I can't believe that. Whatever. We'll do Hamilton. We have 44 fans. Oh, that's another thing. 8. Ticket pricing. You can change your ticket pricing, and you should. It's very useful. It is in business management down here, ticket prices. We are going to set all of our events to be free. We don't need to make money off events just yet. Or very cheap. You know what, actually, maybe we'll go with very cheap for now. Oh, sorry. I'm cracking my neck. There we go. But this will make it so that we'll get more people at our show. So as you can see, now we're expecting 57 fans. I think if it was free, it'd probably be even higher. Let's just go double check that. We go into free, so we had 57, now it's 66. Yeah. More exposure means more popularity. So we will go free for now. The way that you book this, I'm actually going to throw that in there. Technically, my number 8 is number 7. The way that we book this is a tag match, 2 singles matches, and 1 promo. This is the Road to Glory, specifically for like this booking specifically is for Road to Glory. For local to global, you don't need the promo. You also don't really need it for just generically raising up a company. Like if you're trying to play ACPW, for example, you don't need to do promos. They're not super important. But chances are, there's a pretty good chance that this character that we're creating, our user character, might end up in a company where he has to be able to do promos. And if that's the case, if you're not doing promos, you're not getting any experience for it. So I always do the same thing every single time I do this. We can book this entire roster. So that's, she costs 30, he's 40 or 50. I think he's 40. So that's 70. 100. You're looking at 160 there. 210 plus show costs. We'll see. It's not going to be super expensive. But what we're going to do really quickly off the hop, we're going to ensure that we get a achievement. We can go 20 minutes. We want us to win. You don't have to, I guess. Higher momentum. You know, screw it. We'll give Ernest Youngman the win. We're gonna. We should be able to. Oh no, we can't. Our psychology is really bad. So you want to script it. You do want to make sure you're going through all of these. They are important. We're gonna script it. This is going to steal the show. I'm about to sneeze. Mute. Sorry. Will it steal the show? No, it won't. This will be a regular match. We'll go all out. Try and make a great bout. 15. I really... It's fine. We want the highest rating we can get out of that. Okay. Chisoku, Ernest Youngman. I'm not gonna lie, I don't script anybody ever. It doesn't really make a difference. Book an angle. And 2 more matches. Now, we can use the same people. So I don't think these 2 will complain about being left off of one show. You just have to make sure that, I'm pretty sure you just have to make sure it's only one show. So what we'll do is we'll do A Takami versus Chisoku. This one we'll do a little bit longer. She can get the win. It doesn't really matter. We're going to script it. There we go. Yeah, I know. That's fine. And for the main event, Ernest Youngman, Fujiko Mushishibo. We can give the win to her. Try to keep fairly even booking, I guess. It doesn't really matter. I tend to be kind of bad for not doing this. Steal the show. Book it. No. Her psychology's not high enough either. Darn it. You always want to call it in the ring if you can. But we'll script it. It's fine. And there we go. We have a very simple show. 4 segments. That's it. What I will do here is I'm going to come down to achievements. And so I'll show you what we're going for. Ideally, if I've booked this correctly, and I'm sure I have, this match, without a doubt, should get a 50. And the show will probably get a 50. That might not necessarily happen, but it should. So let's take a look. Oh, it didn't. Oh, it's too short. Came to see Malcolm. Oh. That's disappointing. Yep. Yep, I screwed up. That's still 61. Watch this. So we still got an achievement. Now, the achievements are kind of cool. When you get them, you get to roll. You roll off a random chart, 54 things. We always make a speech. There is literally no reason not to, especially if you're only booking 3 people. Compliment all of them. Nobody's ever upset by that. You'll get issues if you don't do that. Or it's a good way to overcome morale issues, I should say. I can't believe I just screwed that up. There's no reason why that should have happened. Yeah, so you can see, even though we kept it pretty cheap. I don't know how this happens. I don't know how it's 660. 500 in bonuses. What? We've only sold 13? I have no idea. Alright. It doesn't matter. Finances don't matter yet. That just annoys me. It shouldn't happen. How do they get so many bonuses? I don't get it. But yeah, we're doing fine. What do we need? We need to roll. Oh, and we need to go fix our product because for some reason it's supposed to be integrated. Save. There we go. We will zoom ahead to the next show. I'm going to go into... Still into here. This has a link to a good roller. There we go. So we're going to roll 1d54. Boop. We got a 30. So as you can see, 54 things that we can unlock. What do we get? Golden Boy. You can't put a foot wrong in the ring at the moment. Add Midas touch to your attributes. Alright. Once this is done simming, and oh man, TEW 2020 takes forever to sim. The reason I haven't gotten any further in that 4th year is because I'm just... Simming takes literally forever. I'm still running... well, I'm running Raw, so it's a weekly TV show, and I also have them doing an event every month, even though that's not really normally what they do. I'm doing that. Midas touch, eh? It's a temporary one, unfortunately. There's some fun stuff in here. There's some really bad stuff in here. Like, you know, what a rush. Add hard drug user. That's great. I wouldn't want to get legend weight for it dairy off the bat because you have to hire someone wearing a suit. I'd go hire James Diaz, I guess. But I don't want to have to hire someone else. Oh, they hired all of them, or they're hiring all of them. Interesting. That's going to be annoying because they tour. Okay. So we're going to go into the editor really quickly. Boop. Update this. Jisoku. Attributes. Also, I need to give him... This is for later. It doesn't matter. I meant to do this before. He's going to be good at offbeat unstable. And he's going to be bad at Legitimate. And there we go. And Misk. Golden Touch. No, not in... Midas Touch. Midas Touch. There we go. Enjoying a sudden burst of amazing form. They get a bonus to their performance in every match. There we go. Somewhere between 3 months and 2 years. So we might get lucky. So now we have Midas Touch. Now ideally, this should just work. Nobody's upset that they were left off the show by the looks of things. Let's see. She's happy. Yep. Cool. Okay. Backstage incident. Remy Sky. Good. It was a good one. Not he showed up on drugs. Because you never know with Remy Sky. We're going to go to Mississauga. How high is Ottawa? Damn it. Tag match. I'm going to give this tag match. It's going to happen. Ernest Youngman. Chisoku. Hark Koiso. Remy Sky. Oh my god. Give it to Hark Koiso. Script. It wasn't too long that time, which is perfect. Okay, now we'll do, I guess Remy versus Chisoku. We will give Chisoku a win, because he doesn't have one yet. Script. Book it. That's totally fine, I don't care. Add an angle. Always make sure they're rated on something. And add a main event between Ernest Youngman, Hark Koiso. They're going to steal the show. They should be able to call it in the ring. I don't have to put all out match. Yep, they sure can. Okay, let's see if we get it this time. There we go, 52. Yeah, of course he's the weak link. He's still got a 25, though. Honestly, that's not really bad off the hop. Yeah, Hark Koiso is not phenomenal. Remy Sky is good, and Ernest Youngman's just ridiculously good. Obviously, visually tiring, yep. That's a 60. That's fantastic. Increase popularity in one region. Look at that. Make a speech. Again. There's no reason not to do this. Make sure you do it every single time. You also want to make sure that the events you're scheduling ideally are either monthly. If you want to do it that way, you can. So you can just make 2 monthly events. Or actual events like what we're doing. Oh, they hired Fuyuko Higa and her tag team partner. Look at that. And yeah, we're in debt. That does make sense though. But we should have 1 popularity. We do. So we ran 2 shows this month. We only got 1 popularity. Which is why I said in the 3... I should have checked after the first one. I don't think we would have gotten 1. But which is why I said you can only get 3 points in 2 months. I could book another month. I've already been here for almost an hour. Maybe I'll just cut you guys out quickly. I'm actually going to do this. Yeah, I'll cut it, and then I'll bring you guys back when we get to the next event. Alright, so I just realized one of the issues I might be having is that I'm probably paying for everybody's travel. Remy Sky just moved to Ontario, so that's good. In the time that we were simming, Takami broke her jaw, because of course she did. But yeah, we lost $2,500. That's fine. Ottawa has been chosen. All we need is for our size to keep puttering along. I'll switch up to very cheap. And we're just going to keep doing the same thing. It's not exciting. We're also looking for chemistry. Pardon me. You're losing that match, so I guess I'll give you this one. Why? Why? I'll give you two a banger. And at our angle, of course. Nope, that's not me. There we are. Angle with the referee. Why not? No, yep, there's another 50. Look at that, 53. Forgot to do my roll, by the way. No, chemistry again. You can see here that Fujiko is getting a 54. Takami is getting a 44. She's injured. It doesn't say that her injury affected her. It's interesting. Yeah, short match, 39. Got a 22. Kind of sucks. Really bad promo, but it really doesn't matter. 63, great match. Increased her popularity. Compliment all of them. I'm not 100% sure, but that might be a way to get loyalty. I've totally had guys become loyal to me, and the only reason I could think of was because I kept doing that. I don't know how it happened. Oh, Tribal Warriors retiring. Yeah, obviously she's not... I'd love Ernest Youngman to be loyal to me. Personal info. So we will do our roll. There's no reason not to. There we go. Boop. Got a 4. That's one of the fun ones, isn't it? Yep. Oh, so sorry. Chance encounter. So I have to find a wrestler in another region who's unemployed, make them active in my area, and create a strong friendship between them. Great. I don't really want anybody else. Unemployed wrestler. Let's get someone who's just like really good. If we have to do this. Alistair Shufflebottom. Yeah, he exists. Rain Man's good. It'd be expensive though. Oh. Also going to need them to not be active in Canada. Oh, why? Dangero's pretty good. He's young. Dazzler. I like him. He's not phenomenal, but I do like him. Gregory Grace. Why not? This is somebody who I would never know if it wasn't for playing with Raw. Just hilarious. Relationship. Strong friendship. Hooray! What the heck? Where is our event? Oh, we did it already. Wow. Yeah, so just a few things to kind of mop up this video. You need 17 points of popularity to hit tiny size. That is achievable by like literally the first week of December. Pardon me. You'll be able to finish that. I don't know why I'm coughing so much. In order to get small, it's 35. You can get that by October of the second year. By that point, you should definitely be making money. You will need to hire more people. That's all up to you. Don't hire anyone crazy expensive, obviously. But this is just to kind of help you get off the ground and get rolling. And if you're doing your Road to Glory, unlock your first couple achievements. So yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed this. I hope that you will try the Road to Glory, and that this helps you out, or if you don't, that it helps you out playing a smaller company and keeping them afloat, or like an insignificant company, I mean, or with a local to global. Just keeping these things in mind. It is a huge difference from 2016, where the strategy was basically just spam events. And I have seen people say that spam events is another strategy here, but I don't see it working. You don't get the extra popularity, so it just doesn't make sense. Like, you're spending a lot of money, and you're going to create a debt hole that's going to be really hard to get out of. I know that it'll make your player character a little bit better, but they also have caps on how much they can develop. But yeah, more advanced tips for down the line. I'll do a second video for that, where I'll pop into my current playthrough and I'll show you a few things. But yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. My name is Shisoku, and we'll see you next time. Take care.